fear?
I don't really have that many moments of fear, you know. Sometimes when you, like, you know, these moments of decision are always a bit worrying, aren't they? You know, so you can just ignore them and don't make them.
Well, let's not talk about
Let's not talk about the decisions.
Yeah. No, yeah. Can you be a rock star and a good family man and a good father?
It's extremely difficult. I mean, it's very hard to be a good father. It doesn't matter what your profession. I mean, I think it's very hard to be good parents, you know. So it's a lot of work, you need a lot of time. And, you know, I see my children on the road, but they behave so badly because they have everything open, and I see their behavior and I think, oh, they're just behaving like me. God, they better be, you know, I mean, they can calm down, but it's very difficult for them to go on the road, you know. They come in the holidays on the road, it's like, they will never go to bed, you know, they will never want to get up. They never want to do anything much.
They get the rock and roll.
Yeah, they get into this rock and roll routine, you know, and I think, oh my God, 6 and you're already doing it? No, maybe you should go home.
Rock and roll is like the lullaby or the balm of the devil. I mean, it's like, there's a record I want to give you, which is over there, which is a Latin rock and roll, which talks about that. Do you get any privileges from rock and roll? Do you get any privileges or any favors from rock and roll in your life?
Favors? You have to earn favors. I think all privileges are earned. Well, that means every job has certain things that come along with it, and so that you know you have. You know, a lot of times, you have. For instance, one of the things is you have access to things and people and that you wouldn't have normally. You know, for instance, when I was in Berlin, it was very easy for me to see the Pergamon Museum on the day it's closed.
Yeah, because
because I can say, oh, well, you know, I can't come when the public's there. Well, because I could, and it would be easy. But, you know, just to be privileged, it's very nice to go when it's completely empty, and I can see
just material.
The thing what I've come to see without dodging through people. So that's a really great privilege to have. Those kind of things, and you might as well take advantage of it because you won't always have it. And if you miss it, then it's stupid.
She's the Boss was your first solo album. Is there a plan of another solo album?
Well, I think that I don't have any plans to do another Stone studio album at this point.
Not for the moment.
Not for the moment, because we've done a lot of work together. We've been 2 years together, so probably now is a good time. And so I think I'm going to write some songs, and maybe they're going to be a solo album. Maybe it could be part of a movie soundtrack. I don't know. I'm not really, you know, I've only been off the tour for like 3 weeks. I'm a little bit. But I'm going to do some writing for this year.
Just slowing down now.
I haven't really slowed down.
No, I mean,
I've done nothing but work.
I don't know why I'm asking you that.
But I've been doing this promotion. So when this promotion is finished, and I've talked to you, and I've talked to some other people in America and so on, then I'm going to do some writing.
What is the most interesting thing that you've listened to in these last few years about music? I know.
Just give me the wave.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting thing in music? You mean, you know, what, in the last 3 weeks? I don't know. I haven't really, you know, we've had anything.
Is there anything that you would say is the most original thing, is the most new thing that I've heard? Maybe not only in rock and roll, but...
No. Nothing really comes to mind that's very new and original.
Do you still think that, I mean, are you still listening?
I'm still listening to things.
The Muddy Water?
No, I don't. Well, sometimes listen. You know, sometimes I go into very kind of like, listen to all dance records for a week, and then I get fed up with that, and then I listen to then I go out and buy some Muddy Waters records and play them, you know, and so on. I get into crazes. I'm a bit like that. I play blues for a week, and then classical music, or there's so many composers in classical music I don't know, so I can easily discover them, but they're not new. Well, they're new for me, but you know, it's a bit. And also I listen to the radio a lot, and I go out dancing. The thing is, I hear things when I'm out dancing, but I never know what they are, and I never know the names of them. So it's really hard. I have to run to the DJ and say, what was that one? What one?
Do you know anything about Latin rock or flamenco?
Nothing about Latin rock.
Well, lots of
flamenco. I listen to, you know, Latin music from South America. I listen to Cuba. And
Cuba, but not Spain. Not
Spain. I'm very
much.
ignorant of this.
How would you define your relationship or your love story with Keith Richards? Because it's so beautiful. I mean, it's like seeing it from year after year, during so many years, seeing this image of Jagger, Richards together, school friends.
You know, we were friends we were friends before we even went to school, and then this is a very long time ago, and then we were friends at school, and we drifted apart for a while because we weren't at school together, and then we, you know, started working together and all that sort of thing. So we have a kind of relationship which goes back for a very long time, you know. But you know, the thing is, when Keith lives in America now, and I live in England, and he never doesn't come much. I mean, I go to America and visit.
It's a good opportunity to see him or to spend to go.
Yeah, I don't see him as much as I, you know, would, and I see more Charlie and Ronnie because I live in Europe, you know, and so I don't see him. But I've been seeing him for 2 years now. It was every day.
Fed up.
Well, you know, but the one thing about friendship is it's okay to have a break.
Yeah, yeah.
To be together for 2 years, almost every day.
Sure.
And you know, I've been with Keith, and I've been with Charlie, and I've been with a lot of other people every day for almost 2 years, because there's a year's work before the tour and a year on the tour. So, you know, we have a little break now maybe, but actually I'm going to see him next week, and because we're doing promotion like this, and he'll be in this room and I'll be in this room, and then we meet up in this room in the middle to laugh about it.
Last question, Mick. Whenever your biography has to be written, will be written, who would you prefer
to write it?
You yourself?
No, I wouldn't be very good. I mean, I think I'll be very good.
You yourself or your tongue?
No, I don't know. I could write it, but I'd rather write it as a fantasy.
As a fantasy?
But that would be more interesting for me, as a challenge.
I mean, not to tell the truth, but to tell...
Partially a truth.
Partially
well, all autobiographies are partially a truth. I'm sure they're not 100% truth. Well, no, biography is 100% truth. Anyway, it'd be nice to talk to you.
This is over. Thank you very much,
Nice to talk to you, Miguel.
Devuelvo la comunicación a ustedes. Ahí, desde aquí, desde París, Bosé. A ti, adelante, Miguel.
Minutos con...